Dark Souls is an incredibly iconic, totally immersive action RPG praised by fans around the world for its challenge, combat, and replayability. Entering into this world will net you hours of intense exploration, with enemies that keep you on your toes the entire time. Playing Dark Souls quickly teaches you that no corner is ever safe, and the lore uncovered by careful exploration proves that this title is more than meets the eye. Dark Souls Remastered is an action RPG developed by From Software and published by Namco Bandai Games in May of 2018. Being the second game in the Souls franchise, fans of the series were extremely excited for the release of the remastered version. This version of the game sports an upgrade to 60 FPS and a plethora of graphical improvements that make the game look and feel buttery smooth to play. Playing Dark Souls will never feel dull, as the graphics adequately give each new area its own look and feel. Now, I have heard complaints that all the walls look the same while trudging through the labyrinth that is Dark Souls. However, it is my opinion that this graphical decision exists to make each area into its own maze of paths and doors to investigate. This becomes clear when traveling between the zones. Whether it be roasting in a pit of lava or sneaking through the dark realms of the catacombs, I think we can all agree that Dark Souls graphics stand out and do their job making each zone feel unique. Because the remastered version was released in 2018, this title does appear a tad dated compared to newer ones coming out this year, but the visual experience hidden inside of Dark Souls stands its ground and delivers a very solid performance. Before I address the lore, I would like to talk about the music and sounds of the game. The developers did a marvelous job of making some very iconic Dark Souls music that really adds to the intensity of the game. From spooky ghosts to riveting battles, the music does well to complement any situation. However, after a few hours in the game, the music tends to get a tad repetitive. Besides the same sounds playing repeatedly every time you enter an area, you quickly feel as though the iconic boss battle music is a bit too similar from boss to boss. While it does add the right kind of tension to the moment, it's the same kind of sound every time. Now that that's out of the way, where do I begin with the story of Dark Souls? It is deep, extremely deep. Dark Souls' storyline is a brilliant example of how an RPG doesn't need to narrate their story for you to love it. Everything in Dark Souls has a purpose, and everyone eventually has a place in the land of Lordran. The thing that keeps you diving for more is that you have to work for it. The developers do an amazing job of giving you only pieces of story and making you explore an infinite amount of nooks and crannies to connect it all together. In fact, if there's one complaint I hear from players, it's actually that they want to know more. Why is this statue here? Or what is the rest of the world like? Like a double-edged sword, the ambiguity of the story is both good and bad. Struggling to piece together the whole story can be fun for some, but not for others, especially because failure to explore an area or find a secret can leave you missing a giant piece of the puzzle. However, if you manage to survive the ocean of different areas available, you find a story that is as deep and as interesting as it gets. Most NPCs found in the game have some sort of side story, and if you take the time to search for it, you'll find a quest line that sends you on yet another intense adventure. This means that for you story sleuths out there, you may have to search every corner in order to find all the secrets Lordran has to offer. Let's get down to why we're really here. How does the game actually play? Dark Souls is known for its intense difficulty and iconic boss fights, and these rumors aren't unfounded. Dark Souls only provides generic instructions on how to play the game. The game utilizes a safe zone system known as bonfires, allowing you to restore your health potions, the Estus Flask, and respawning most monsters in each area. This makes dying particularly punishing, as you are then required to fight past all those mobs again, just to return to the place where you originally died. This makes the game much more tense, as the search for a new bonfire when you are far from your last save can be absolutely nerve-wracking. This game is by no means linear, and a fresh player can find themselves walking into endgame areas very quickly. You must find the correct path on your own in order to progress the storyline. Dark Souls solves this problem by brilliantly connecting all of the areas together. You will find that after a lengthy war against the Hollows, you open a door you saw at the very beginning, linking the intense battlefield of that new area with the familiar glow of a safe bonfire. The world transitions seamlessly between itself, allowing you quick access to new and old areas once you unlock specific shortcuts. As soon as you walk into the world of Dark Souls, you will learn that every single enemy is dangerous. All of them. From the simple hollows of the starting area to giant demon bosses flying around, you must learn to pilot your undead well in order to succeed in this game. Dark Souls sports a very generic and simple control scheme that is easy to learn yet difficult to master. Move, block, parry, roll, and attack. Easy enough. However, there is more than that for veteran gamers to sink their teeth into. Your roll is fully invincible in the first few frames, which provides shrewd gamers the ability to tackle any challenge without taking a single hit. Parrying attacks, while it leaves you dangerously exposed upon failure, grants a sizable reward when done correctly and can be the secret to defeating some of the hardest enemies. Dark Souls offers a relatively standard character build system. As you gain souls, the game's currency, you can spend them to level up various attributes on your character. Health, stamina, strength, dexterity, etc., each making your character more powerful and unlocking access to stronger weapons. As far as weapons go, there are hundreds of different weapon combinations you can pilot in this world. Cleave mobs with an ultra great sword, be fast and sneaky with a tiny dagger, even utilize magic to directly attack or buff your own weapon. You can play this game however you want to. All of these aspects make the replayability of this title off the charts. It's truly fun every time. However, a game such as this does come with some drawbacks. The camera control can be rough for newer players, forcing you into the game's iconic claw grip in order to keep sight of your opponent and dodge successfully. The button for sprint, jump, and roll are the same, sometimes resulting in unwanted jumps instead of life-saving dodges. In addition, walls and stairs prove to be a problem for many monsters in Lordran. Once you get past this, newer players can definitely fall into the just block and counterattack mindset, which works against the majority of enemies, and to top it all off, most of the game's NPCs have a very exploitable weakness that makes them, well, questionable. But while some may consider these problems, I say that they are necessary to tackle the immense goal that completing Dark Souls is. It will require focus and dedication to progress through Dark Souls, culminating in some of the most satisfying gameplay I have ever experienced. Defeating an adversary after dying 25 times and finally inventing the perfect strategy can feel euphoric. If you choose to undertake this journey, you are going to embark on one of the most frustrating yet simultaneously awe-inspiring journeys a video game can offer. The constant difficulty and the insane level of skill required to beat Dark Souls will make this a sufficient challenge both mentally and mechanically. If you made it to the end, thank you so much for watching. Subscribe, leave a like, and let me know what you think in the comments below, as well as any other games you think I should review. Thanks!